It's late. It's late at night. It is 1 o'clock, 12:30, something like that. It's very late. I'm taking my coat off because I live in England, and that's what you do at night. You wear coats in England. I don't know if that's just like a national thing, or if people in other parts of the world wear coats. Well, we wear coats in England because it's damn cold. I just came back from my first ever mystery booster draft. I bought 2 boxes of mystery boosters a week and a half ago, which was like 3 or 4 days before the release officially. And I normally get my boosters for Magic from a supplier. And I was thinking I'll probably buy in, an amount of them, but I ended up buying from somebody on Card Market, and I think both of them were €90 with postage. I think it was like £83 each, which if you think about it for mystery boosters, I don't know if time-wise this is relevant, but mystery boosters released exactly 2 weeks ago, or a week ago. I think it was actually a week. I think it was last week. So mystery boosters released last week. So they've been out exactly 7 days, and currently there is one website in the UK that is selling mystery boosters that hasn't sold out, and they're at £155, and I bought 2 at 83 each, including postage. And that was just from the internet, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. We're just on the mystery booster draft. We got foil Sen triplets and foil Carthus, Tyrant of Jund. We basically got the 2 sought after foil mythics. Nobody got Mana Crypt. But it was really cool. It was a really interesting draft. I drafted what I thought was an amazing deck, and it turned out to be so-so. It was a really fun experience, and I've got another box, and I'm like, I'm not going to crack it because I sold 2 Sen triplets about 4 or 5 weeks ago, just before they announced what the foils were for mystery booster sets, and I sold them for £45 each. And they were the 2 that had, and I was like, I've been keeping all these for ages. They're very expensive. I realised how expensive they were because somebody sold me a Sen triplets, and I was like, this needs to go. So I sold them both, and then they've announced that it was a foil, and I was like, oh well, that's going to be, I sold those at the right time. They're probably going down a little bit, and right now I have just bought a foil Sen triplets for 70% of £8. So what, £8.60? So I've just bought a foil Sen triplets for £5.50. That is ridiculous. I will just sit on that on the off chance that it ever recovers any value. If it gets to like 30 or 40 quid again, it's gone. If it doesn't, it's £5 for a nice card that will go in my 5-colour EDH deck. So yeah, that is that. That is crazy cheap. But I was doing stuff like I opened a packet and it had Collective Brutality with a Carpet Flowers, and then it had like a foil. People outside my house. I thought there was like a weird voice coming from somewhere. I was like, yeah, it had a foil Lich's Mirror behind it. I was like, okay, foil mythic. A rare that used to be like 12 quid, and then Carpet Flowers. I was like, wow. For a boost that cost me £3.50, this is ridiculous. That is some crazy value. So I understand why people have like packed them, and obviously there's been a price crash straight away. And at this moment in time, because it's the 20th of March, the global coronavirus pandemic is hitting. It's not hit England yet. There's 100 people dead, but it's not hit in full effect. So currently, I think global markets around the world are just crashing. I expect that the Magic the Gathering and secondary card market, because they're essentially luxury items and you need to physically contact people to play paper cards, I felt like the market's just going to crash. I feel like it's a tank. I have like 3 or 4 grand to one side, so if people start panic selling modern staples, and I can pick up modern staples super cheap, I'll just take them. I'll take all any staple cards I can take in the next couple of months, and just wait for the market to recover, because it just seems like the good shout, like, unless the world ends, like physically ends, or something like really bad happens to Hasbro as a conglomerate during this crisis period, those cards are going to recover value. They're going to become expensive again at some point. So that's the plan. It could be really risky, the card market could never recover. It might not ever, although I think there has been some global economic crashes previously, and card prices have bounded back So I don't know. I just don't know at the moment. But that's the plan. Just buy staples if there's a big price downturn and just wait it out. So anyway, I'll show you what I bought today. I'll show you what I packed in my draft. I'll show you what I bought, chaff that I bought from people after draft, and I'll show you collections that I bought because people were trading me cards to buy into draft. So we'll go through those. But the state of Magic at the moment is crazy. You know, the state of the global economy in the world with the pandemic is crazy. That is going to have massive ramifications on Magic the Gathering, and it's just a waiting game of sitting down and finding out what is going to happen with that. But, you know, guaranteed, no matter what format it is, card prices are going down because the first thing people do in a crisis is sell out of non-essential items, and Magic the Gathering is very much a luxury good. So yeah, here's what I bought today. So first of all, in terms of the draft, this was in one of the packs. My friend sold it to me for whatever it was, like £5.50 or something afterwards. So that was pretty sweet. That's £45 if it doesn't have this little Planeswalker symbol on it, which is absolute madness. My draft pool, we had 6 people, so it's 4 boosters each. You know, once upon a time, these cards, so I charged people £23 for the draft, which was 4 boosters that were all mystery boosters. And then the prize packs were, it was a booster win, 4 rounds. So you got a Theros Beyond Death booster per win. And if you went 4-0, you got a 5th booster. Yeah, there's some really great stuff there. Like I say, once upon a time, I would have been absolutely rolling in the money. It's crazy that these cards aren't worth as much anymore. Even some of the uncommons would have been like £1 on each. It's just crazy, you know, 6-7 quid at one point. Temporal Mastery was like 8, Ristic Studies was like 12. I have absolutely no idea how much it is now. I couldn't tell you. Labman was a couple of quid once upon a time. Sphinx's Tutelage was a few pounds. Chart of Course was a couple of quid. Pestilence, I have no idea. It just seems like a powerful effect. Although it's common, so probably nothing. You know, these cards would have been absolutely crazy, but this was everything that I drafted. This isn't even what people sold me. This is just what came round. Slash I was going to use, you know, some stuff like Sliver Hive Lord, I couldn't let go past me, even at like 8 quid. I was like, nah, I'm taking that, you know. Guildleaf Palace, very much the same thing. I had a couple of elves in my pool that were black, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll use it, and then I was like, well, maybe not. Lantern of Insight, just seemed too good not to take, really. Especially as a foil, it's not worth a lot of money now. Shiva Destroyer, I thought was going to be great because my pool was black, and then I didn't have any legendary creatures, so that seemed totally pointless. But yeah, just all of these, you know, say that I essentially would have paid 20 quid if I didn't organise a draft. I think it's going to cost me like a tenner for tonight's stuff, you know, out of my own money after what everybody else has covered. I'm cool with that. That's a good pile for tenner. As for this stuff, I paid £180. Oh wait, I gave out 40 and yeah, I think it ended up being like 200 and something for these cards, because I let people off entry fees for selling me these as well. You'll see why it's 200 and something. Basically, Field of the Dead's probably getting sold because it's standard legal currently. Is it banned in standard? I can't remember. But I don't like it. It's probably banned in standard because I've not seen it on Arena in ages, so yeah. Stomping Tales are also going quick. Dryad is going quick. Primeval Titans, for some reason, are more money than they used to be. Having said that, Amulet Titan's huge at the moment. They'll just go quick. Heliod is getting sold out of very quick. Annoyingly, these are the only printing of Swords of Plowshares in Japanese with these artwork, apparently. So these are, I think they were like £12 each, which is just bonkers. For a revised card, but that's why they've got black border in the revised, because they are that is like 6 or 7 quid now. Full art Pelucanos, £3. I'll just keep it. You know, if I've given 70% for that, I've paid 2 quid for a full art mythic that is in standard for the next 2 years and is in Pioneer Forever. Underworld Breach is 3 quid. I don't know if it's due because it's due to get a ban or what, but for £3, I'll just sit on that. That's fine. Inverters are down to like 250 each from 6 or 7 quid. Digs are down, I guess, because that deck didn't eat a ban with the recent BNR update, but it's probably gonna. Paradox engines down to £3 each. I just sit on those now. I bought into 6 or 7 of those at like £20 each, or 70% of £20 each. And I got stung really badly. I couldn't sell out of them quick enough, and I had some foils, so I won't ever sell my Paradox engine just because it's a broken combo piece. I'll just wait for them to eventually either unban it or for it to become busted in some format and sell out if it ever gets high again, but they'll probably a reprint before that anyway, so I don't know. Con, relatively low. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think it was like £35 half SCG for a 4 Jappy one, which seems cool. I think the cheapest was something for like €80 on Magic Card Market, which is where I sell, so I mean, I'll try for 80, but I doubt it. It's a bit warped, also pretty niche, so who knows. Blast Zone, something I want for myself. Prismatic Vista just goes straight into my collection of cards. I'll be sat on for a while because I think Modern Horizons got massively over-opened and it's just sat there waiting. O-Stone, I have 3 of these in my Tron deck already. This is my 4th copy. I don't think I need it. I'll probably sell it on, although modern prices at the moment are in the toilet due to Pioneer, due to, you know, not recovering from winter yet, due to coronavirus, due to all the crazy things. Thoughtseize is currently like £25, non-signed. So I'll put the signed one up as well, because I just want to get out of that at 25 quid, because it will eat a reprint at some point. Thoughtseize, there's no doubt about it. Elsewhere, like £8 at the moment. Gideon of the Trials Duty Inverter combo is currently £12 each, so they will just get listed straight away, because that was a £1.52 Planeswalker prior to that combo becoming a problem. Khan the Great Chaos at 3 or 4 quid. At some point in the future, there will be a release where that comes out in stained glass as part of a secret layer. So the foil version of those will probably tank a little bit because there will no longer be the pimp version that everybody wants. I do have a play set of foils of those, but I'm not going to go chasing the stained glass versions. Like, I'm happy with the ones I've got, which is fine. Oko currently down to £6 from like 35 each. I was buying into these at 10, so obviously like 7 quid, 70% of that. I think this is down to like 6.50 now. It's just on a massively downward trend. I will just sit on every copy of these now, because for the sake of what, 5 or 6 quid, I will just, you know, it's like Jason Mind Sculptor rocketed to like 70, 80 quid because it got unbanned. You know, at some point in the future, if I'm sat on 50 copies of these and I bought them for like 3 or 4 quid and they become unbanned and go to like 20, 30, 40, totally worth it for me. Unamog's at like 18, 19 quid at the moment, because it's quite big in Pioneer. That's something that will maybe a reprint at some point, so that just gets sold. Con Liberated is currently £22, down from like 45, 50 quid. I won't be selling that, I'll just go into the collection. And Caracas is currently £20, this version, Legends version. I don't really care for Legacy. I don't think Legacy's in a great place at the moment, considering Pioneer and everything else that's going on. So I don't know if I could sell that for 20 quid. I'll probably take the 20 quid back. I also get given this, which is a Magic the Gathering poker deck. So it's just actual cards. I've never seen it before. I have no idea about it. It's never been used. So the cards are brand new, and the Jokers are Jester's Cap, obviously, and then whatever that card is. I'm not massively au fait with older Magic the Gathering cards, so I don't necessarily know which card that one is. But it's cool. You know, there's the colour wheel in Aces and stuff, and I'm pretty sure the face cards have all got old Magic cards. What's that? That is Order of the Sacred Torch. So it's cool. I don't have any need or use for that. It's just an interesting thing. If it's worth anything, I will sell it on. My friend who owes me a bit of money gave it to me, was like, whatever you want to give me for that, just let me know price, like, we'll figure it out. So I was like, yeah, sure. So there you go. That was this evening. A Mystery Booster drafted. I got sold a big collection of stuff, and the world is currently facing a pandemic that nobody knows the answer to. So, yeah, who knows?